So I've lied to my parents. I've taken something that wasn't mine. Once I chased my brother around the kitchen with a knife. And I've even sworn once. Or maybe more than once. My family never just attended church. We brought church home with us. My parents are pastors, so our house was always full of people. So I can remember sneaking out of my room at night to listen to my parents counseling people through problems. I know I should have been in bed, but I just wanted to be part of what was going on. Being in church all my life, I've noticed patterns in people. Like new Christians who come to church only to leave a couple months later when they come up against a trial. Or young people who leave and come back and wish that they had never left in the first place. Whenever I felt like running off and doing my own thing, I was reminded of those patterns, and God quickly changed my mind. No, I've never been abused by my spouse or faced bankruptcy or struggled with substance abuse. I've never walked away from Christ. So some might assume that my experiences are unrelated to their struggles. No matter the size of the trial, when you're in it, it feels all-consuming. I've had seasons in my life where I've doubted. I've been betrayed by those I love most. I've felt worthless, alone, and unwanted. But God uses every trial, big or small, to build faith, endurance, and to give hope to others. I've noticed that the people who are able to handle the storms of life and who have the strongest faith in Jesus are the ones who have planted themselves in a church and are there for the long haul. God has given us the church so that we can encourage each other in Christ and make it through those tough times without falling away. It's a great testimony to say that I've never known a life without Christ. But like anything else, if you don't submit your strengths to God, they can become your weaknesses. Growing up a Christian, you can risk becoming immunized to what Christ has done for you. If I become prideful and believe that it was my strength that made me who I am today, then it's easy to think that I don't need Jesus in my life. God became real to me at a young age, and I was blessed to have caring church leaders and peers who modeled how to passionately pursue Christ. You don't have to leave the church to understand God's grace and forgiveness. I haven't. But you do have to choose to seek a fresh perspective of Him every day. And the more I do, the more I understand that I'm not making the decision solely for myself. I'm paving the path for the generations to come. If faith and hope have come easy for me, it's because my parents and leaders have fought hard on my behalf through Christ. So I continue to rely on the grace of God and fight for my kids so that one day they can say, I've known Jesus all my life, and mean it. My name is Joy, and this is my story.